Good morning. Today is May the 26th, 2016. The purpose of this video is to exercise my First Amendment and for record, public record. This is a public record. I have a few cases in court, federal and state court, that I need to just put out there because as I am an improper person, I have no chance to get justice because I don't belong in a circle, in the bar association, lawyers and etc. etc. So what I'm doing today, I'm calling the Superior Court of Somerset County, which is supposed to have a case pending there, and by an email from the defendant attorney yesterday that my case they depend on some kind of judgment that I don't know anything about it. I never been informed, I never been notified, I never received any notice, and I'm convinced that it was still pending because this complaint was filed under the common law, and then I demanded my peers, okay? And since I am the plaintiff, it is the people court, so there's been no trial by the peers, by the people. The court didn't adjudicate anything, and here it is, an email tell me that the case, they had a judgment against me, but me and the people participate in the trial. All right, so it was between the officer of the court. So how unconstitutional is that? So now I'm gonna call to find out what happened, because the last thing I did was to send a notice letter, okay, to the assigned judge, Orlando Ciccone, and saying that since they've been a while, I would like to move my case to another county's court because I'm not getting justice. So this letter is what is right now active. Okay, so based on this letter here, I'm gonna call the court and see what they're doing. Okay. Remember, I'm exercising my First Amendment. Right to petition for grievancy, right? And in a court of common law. All right, let me call and see what we have here. What the reason that I have this funny thing is around me is going on. So I'm really watching myself because I've been threatened many times. My life has been threatened many times because of my case, my pending case against these people. All right, I'm gonna dial this number here. It's supposed to be the Orlando Ciccone Chamber on Somerset County Courthouse. All right, so I'm gonna dial the number 908 231 7069. I'm gonna call and put a speaker so can everybody hear it. Yes, good morning. My name is Thomas Gage. I'm calling regarding my case number L1447-14.
Hold on one second, please.
Sure.
Nadesh speaking. How may I help you?
Yeah, who's this?
This is Nadesh.
Nadesh. Yes, good morning. I'm calling regarding my case number SOM-L-1447-14, and my name is I am the plaintiff, and my name is Thomas Gage.
Yes, how can I help you?
Yes, I received an email by the defendant attorney yesterday, and he tells me that my case has been closed, or final judgment on it. I have no knowledge of this. I have never been notified of any final judgment. I don't know what's going on. So I would like you to tell me what is going on since I sent a letter in, what was that, this week.
Your case has been dismissed since last year.
Well, how come I don't know about it?
I don't know how you don't know about it.
I have not been notified. I have not been. I have no. I mean, I believe in my case since now. I believe that my case was pending, and then I made a couple of appeal, and they turned me back to the law court because I was not ready to appeal. So I was waiting for that. I never received it. This is a fact.
On January 16, 2015, your case was dismissed by summary judgment that was entered into.
I have no knowledge of this judgment.
If you want, I can send you a copy of the order.
Yeah, you can send me a copy or a certified copy or order. You can send me that. But you know, really, this is a really serious case, and well, I'm surprised that was a. So I didn't participate on the trial. I mean, I'm a defendant who filed the case and on the common law, requesting, demanding the peers of my jury, my peers. I never went to trial. I never consent to anything, and now I have I came to the knowledge that my case has been dismissed. Okay. So.
Well, I'm not sure how you were informed of it, but it has been dismissed. So, and in order, it has to be formally reopened. And I know you sent a letter requesting that this matter be transferred to Essex County, but you have to file a motion to have it transferred.
This is why.
You can't simply write a letter. It has to be in a formal motion.
Yeah, it is by the way, in regard to this letter, if this letter has been enforced in any way, in a lawful way, or not?
What letter are you talking about?
You're talking about the letter that I sent to you, the notice letters about I want to remove my case?
Yes, I would, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so where's that standing?
Where is it standing?
Yes.
As indicated in the notice, your matter is closed. It needs to be formally reopened. And if you're looking to seek, if you're trying to transfer the case, you have to file a motion. You can't simply write a letter. You have to file a formal motion. Okay,
since I am a pro pair in this case, okay, and I not belong to any bar association, I am not a lawyer, okay. Why I'm not being notified by your clerk office that I need to move to file this motion? Why I have not getting no direction?
I sent you a non-conformance notice, Mr. Gage, informing you that you have to file a motion, that your matter has been closed. Also, your request must be in the form of a motion.
Okay, I didn't receive it yet. That's all. It's maybe it's in the mail.
How were you informed that your case was closed?
Because since I sent a note in, I sent an email to the defense attorney. I said, "What, do you know anything going on in our case? Because it's been a while. In fact, it was a year. Nothing's no action on it."
Well, I just sent you this week a notice informing you that your matter is closed, and you need to file a motion if you're seeking to transfer. So I don't know, maybe you haven't received it yet. No, I just sent you a notice of advising you.
So I trust you that you send. I trust you that you send a note. I didn't receive it yet. So I'm calling you with no knowledge of the notice, but I trust you that you did. So I still have to receive it. But there's the question. Right, so the question is that. All right, because also to report this incident. Since I filed the notice letters, I've been chased by the police. Is that true? Would be a reason. Would be a reason why I should be chased by police, because the last thing that happened to me in February 6th, I was false arrest for the same case. Okay, and now I'm being threatened again because I feel threatened. Okay. I feel really threatened. So I don't know what's going on. I feel like since I filed this in letters, I've been chased by the police.
You're being chased by the police?
Yes, this is my feeling. I mean, I'm not complaining about it, but I'm reporting because I feel that they are looking for me, because I was chasing a couple of cars of police, but there were no lights on, but they were chasing me. I believe this is what. Now you have to understand I'm under stress. Okay, so. I have to report this because my life has been threatened already once, okay, and then that's why I'm reporting. Okay, so this case here come a surprise to me. They've been dismissed. I had no chance to appeal. Anyway, I can appeal because basically, there's no legal value anyway. But all right, So okay, so this is what I'm getting from you. My case was dismissed, and what I don't know, please send me all the files, all the proceedings, and make sure that all the court order have been signed by Yolanda Ciccone, okay, with her signature.
I'm sorry, who's going to send you all the files?
You're going to send me all...
No, sir. If you want all the files, you have to make a formal request for all the files. I said I'd send you the order that dismissed your case. That one order that dismissed your case.
Okay.
But I can't send you the whole entire file. That's something you have to pay for. That's 5 cents a page for the whole entire file.
All right, I can do that. In the meantime, you're going to send me the order then. Okay.
I will send you the order.
Okay.
But if you want the entire file, you must make that request in writing. That goes to the Civil Division at 40 North Bridge Street, and it's 5 cents a page. So once they are able to calculate how much, how many pages it is, they'll let you know what the fee is to pay for it.
All right. So I'm waiting for you to send me the order. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much for your help.
Okay. No problem. Have a great day.
You too. Bye. Based on what she said, you just heard that my case was dismissed a year ago. Well, this what she says contradict the email that I received yesterday from the defense attorney Jay Bond, and I'm gonna quote to you what he says, okay, and see how contradictory everything is. You know, it's something really wrong is going on here. So I quote, by the letter dated January 29, 2016, I served you with a copy of Judge Ciccone's orders specifying the amount of counsel fee you are to pay as a sanctions. Okay, the order has been docketed as a judgment and statewide lien and constitute the final judgment in that matter. Okay, this is how that he said is a judgment. Okay, which you did not appeal within 45 days. Period. The case is no longer pending, so there should be nothing going on. Your recent letter notice to the Judge Ciccone is the only activity in the case since that time of which I am aware. The defendant do have right to seek to execute on the judgment against me. So, and that further contradict this letter. This is a letter that I sent to the appeal because the case was appealed on the doc number 8-002863-14. Okay, you can see it here, Thomas Gage, plaintiff, and Warren Township Planning Board ATL. A reply to the defendant, attorney J.B. Bond, letter dated March 3, 2015. So, from have you heard from her? She's talking about a judgment on January 16, 2015. Now here's March. Okay, this is the appeal, and this appeal, I specifically said that. As per the attached Bond letter dated March 3, 2015, it's clear that Mr. Bond confused all his playing games. I wish to clear up the confusion with Mr. Bond and straight out the facts in this case. I am the plaintiff appellant, one of the people, a victim of serious crimes, who on December 13, 2014 submitted a constitutional criminal complaint by way of a notice of verified affidavit facts under the common law, under the authority of the people, to Chief Judge Rebner and to Honorable Glenn Grant and many other authorities. See, and that was attached was as the letter here again from the doc numbers here. This was the letter the Attorney Bond sent to the clerk office, and this is the bottom here. It's the reply from the Administration Superior Court. There's a letter addressed to the Honorable Glenn Grant, and the correspondence that you submitted to the Honorable Glenn and Grant seeking collaboration with the other relevant authority to satisfy includes the schedule of the thief of property, okay, and for that was this correspondence confirmed the receipt that the receiver did, all right, the plan division that was sent, and then they sent another letter to the over here was forwarded to the Superior Court clerk, and then the notice of affidavit facts submitted by you by the Chief Justice dated 13/2014 was forwarded to the respondent. So this one is both because Chief Justice and the administrator both received my complete affidavit facts, okay, prove forensic evidence. So at this point they're saying that the Chief Justice in this matter as A-005350-13 and Somerset this is the case for Slipalo 1444714, since this matter are currently active, okay. This is active in February 2015. So the case was active. I contradicted what she's saying so far. And further, another one here. Here we are now a letter continuation of the case. You can see some 1447-14. Okay, this is a letter that I addressed to Yolanda Ciccone, okay, Superior Court of New Jersey. And this one I'm stating to her in this notice letter, and dated June 22nd, 2015. So we go month forward now from the alleged opinion, which other which are forged, as you see in my paper. You're gonna see in my paper following after this. This right now, as this letter, I'm saying I am the plaintiff, one of the people as appearing in this court, who once again with this registered mail requests to issue a court order against Defender Warren Township Planning Board for the fact that someone of the court officer I has signed court orders on your behalf using your official signature as the assigned judge, and therefore committing forgery, perjury, fraud, and obstruction of justice in this case. And this was sent by registered mail, okay, right here, number 063766924, and the Ciccone then took action. This one here. Well, furthermore, here we have a court letter here, a court order from the comes from the clerk of the appellate division, January 12, 2016, a year after the alleged closed case, right? And the doc number 8-001275-15, Superior Court of New Jersey Appellate Division. Okay, the number again is that Gage versus Warren Township Planning Board. Okay, order dismissed appeal. Now, dismissed appeal was based on this matter begin open to the court on this own motion, and it's appearing that the decision appellate from is interlocutory. So, and that leaves the appeal has not been sought. So, it is on this 11th day of January 6, 2016, hereby order that the above appeal is dismissed because it was not ready. And based on my understanding, this appeal, was not appellable yet because there was been no court order signed by judge. Okay, so here the judge, Carmen Messana, she must understood that there was no any lawful proceeding that could be appealed. Okay, I mean, in the sense that the phase of the low court was done and then was ready to be appealed, because there was never any opinion and court order signed by the judge, and this is why there was no appellate. Okay, so this are the facts, and all this contradict what they are saying, what the clerk office said and what Mr. Bourne with this email is saying, because all the documents they're talking about, first of all, they are forged document, okay, and another one doesn't make sense because I never received any court or order that my case was dismissed and I was ordered to pay something I don't know what I was supposed to pay. Anyway, let's word more. Please stay by and watch. There is a judgment against me in this case. I'm the plaintiff who filed a complaint under the common law, right, for grievancy because I'm a victim, right? But now they're turning over me from a victim. They are making me the aggressor, the one who is in violation of the law. Yes, because in Somerset County, if you exercise your First Amendment, you commit a crime. There's a fact, because that's what I've been doing. I've been exercising my First Amendment, my Fourth Amendment, my Seventh Amendment, my 14th Amendment, and they have punishing me for that, because I stand up for this amendment rights and I exercise them, but they keep me persecuting me for that. It's a fact. See, I got as you heard, the clerk office, the lady, she talking about the complaint that there was a final judgment, whatever it was, because that, right, as you know, my previous video, I was false arrested, false imprisoned, kidnapped, and malicious prosecution against me, because this case we're talking about. This case, I started fight this case since 2004. Since then, I went through a lot of lawyers. They all take my money and did nothing about it. They, because they're ego, they decided to steal my property, and they did on August 8, 2011. They got all their bodies, all the cabal, with the sheriff of Somerset County. They came to my house. They forced evict us with no court orders, based on a fraudulent document, a bogus court order, not signed by a judge, just a piece of paper. Believe me, you believe that was signed by a judge, and based on 2 forged deeds. This document are court record, has been filed in court. I have all the records. We can request records in court, in district court and state court, all these records. Okay. And then, since then, after evict us with no court order on this piece of paper, right? They forced us from our home. And since then, I've been fighting for that. Believe in justice. I did believe, say I go to court, I'm gonna get this, but it's been like really, you know, it's outrageous what they did to me. So I'm still fighting for that. So far, I have a pending case in the district court on Newark, which I got district judge. He so far allowed me to go through with discovery. So I put a lot of evidence in the record, the court. So right now, the record of this, an affidavit fix that I have, it's online. I have it as a court record in the district court. So anybody wants to go check, you can just ask for the records. It's there, and all this evidence of the crime, the video, the audio. I'm asking for help and to show up and all that. It's all a record. Okay. Now, this is what they did to me on February the 6th, 2016, when I was falsely arrested, based on this document. I'm going to read to you. Related to the same court order she's talking about, the clips that used to talk about. I'm going to go to you what it says here. Okay, describe the incident. On January 16, 2015, an order was executed by the Honorable Yolanda Ciccone, prohibiting defendant Thomas Gage, me, Warren, New Jersey, from filing continuing any lawsuit against Lipalo Warren Development and all these other names here, because I'm doing all this court filing because it's a criminal what they did over there. Because the criminal action, they ruined my family, my life, to take away everything. So it's my constitutional right, my First Amendment, right? The right that it's my civil right. Support the guarantee by the Constitution of the United States as a First Amendment to to petition and for clemency, and I'm being denied that. I've been denied just to my peers, judicial peers, so that I get judged equally. I'm not asking much. I'm asking to get my evidence before it appears, and I'm being denied that because obviously my peers know when they see a crime. So this is what they're saying, and the above court order was subsequently returned to the attorney J. Bond with in writing words for the court record. The plaintiff object and reject the court order, lack of jurisdiction, and that's what I did. I did exactly what he says because it was out of jurisdiction, and then and so on. And then he said on what did he say on or about August 10, 2015, defendant filed a lawsuit, civil doc for case number 115 CV-0695 LPS against the protected parties in the United States District Court. Now, this party is supposed to be protected by the state court. And then I filed this case in the district court, which is above. District court is the court where you're going to request protection of your constitutional right, because the state is in violation of your right. Okay, so the judge then had a jurisdiction, and when the judge acts with jurisdiction and words against the Constitution of the States, it's an act of crime, and she did that. Now, based on that, okay, after being incarcerated for 3 days, kidnapped for 3 days, I was before a judge in Somerset County as a criminal. I was treated like a criminal, a victim treated like a criminal. That's happened only in New Jersey. Okay, and based on this claim of warrant, okay, and they said I was a 4th degree felony, right? And when the judge, she gave me the bell, because I was, another thing, I was, arrested, no bell. I killed somebody, was an obvious crime, something like that. I'm an innocent man, no crime. I don't commit crime. Okay, I just, enforce my rights. I just protect my rights and then other people's rights. Okay, I love my country. Okay, my family is a generation of veterans. We fight for this, especially for the Constitution of the United States, and to protect a nation and the God. So this one here, after state judge, I was not still. She gave me a bell, and then I tried to get a bail out, so I was still kept in jail, so they kidnapped me. And the day after I get out from on bail, okay, the prosecutor officer dismissed my case. Administratively dismissed it because the reason here, to check out the number here, 273, complaint out of jurisdiction. So I was always right. So after all this crime now, because it's crime what they did, okay, false incarceration is a felony, and I'm filing a case, no suit against them because all this, okay. Now the same situation again happened with this call, okay, and the judge was supposedly sign anything with this paper, because I'm gonna show you after this talking. I'm gonna put you a list of documents that shows you from Exhibit 1 to 6, which is an alleged court opinion signed by this Yolanda Ciccone, okay, which they're talking about, and they all were forged. And then you're gonna compare it from the 6th exhibit to number 7 to 15, which are all the documents that Yolanda Ciccone, the judge of the Supreme Court, the Superior Court of Somerset County, signed as official signature. But every time she does that, she signed it. Her signature is consistent. And there is my particular case in each document, the signature are inconsistent, really way off, and the way it's writing, the way they put the stamp on, it's way off. Okay, does not never you will see a document like that. The real ones which Yolanda Ciccone, as an officer, she does. Okay, so I'm gonna before I do that, I want to show you something. The name, the case what I was talking about in this paper, it was a RICO case filed in the District of Delaware, and there was a Christie administration TL. It's a RICO. It was many judges, many officers of the court involved, and one of them, he had to prove the sum, Yolanda Ciccone. So Yolanda Ciccone, after she was served with the sum, she acted with one of these papers that I'm gonna show you, and she signed it, but she signed it just in retaliation of this case, but otherwise, and she by signing it she committed a crime, because the signature says that she's sanctioning me because I went to seek justice in the district court. Complete without jurisdiction. Complete without, she has no authority, no jurisdiction to stop me to exercise my first amendment. In fact, there is a case laws about that, about the right to exercise the First Amendment. There is a Scherer versus Cullen 481 F2D 946 1973. There cannot be sanctions or penalty imposed upon one because of the exercise of the constitutional right. Now, as I am a pro pair, okay, improper person in court as a plaintiff under the common law, all right, my case was filed on the common law with the demand of my peers. Basically, the court, the people court, as a plaintiff under the common law, I'm the one who brings suit in the court, and that makes me sovereign because I'm the number one, because I bring the lawsuit as one of the people, and the judge is an officer of the court, the attorneys are officer of the court, and the jury, the people, are the court. So I have this, it's the jurisdiction that I have my case in court. I didn't receive that. There was never proceeding for based on my jurisdictions. So they take over in their way, without my consent. I never consented. So that's why we bring this point here. And so there've been all this forged document. They thought that I'm stupid, so I would believe it, everything that they follow. But there was never representing law enforcement. I can assure you, this is all documented, and this is why they, my life is in danger now, because it's a big scandal. Right? I know it happened everywhere else, but right now it's happened to me, and then I'm exposing it. This is going on from 2004, because in my case I involve senators, ex-governors. Okay, I politically involved this one, because we have our Governor Chris Christie, who was concealing this because he was served with my affidavit of facts. This affidavit of facts, it's been served to him, and if default on it, he can just ignore it. That's what he does, because he can get away with anything. But anyway, he's so far he's concealing it, and the administration is involved in this one. He tried to hurt me, destroy my company, everything. He's they're attacking my business now. Okay, that's what they're doing now. I have already filed a case. I got another case against them for that. The State Attorney General is involved in this one here in retaliation. They're trying to. It's all court record. Okay, so right now this is what I want to head on it. The reason that all that now, this is fact that I sent a note of letter to move my case. They don't like that, so I don't know, there's something going on, because I do believe that was followed from police cars, right? And I had lights on, but I was chasing. I feel that was it. But I have no. Listen, I have the police, the officer. I love them. I have nothing against them. They believe in orders. They see what they're given orders to do. They proceed with that because they think honorably they're doing something, which it's not. But sometimes they mislead, because the bad people, they are the bosses. That's the one who get corrupt by politicians, and they use the good cops. They use all this for do the dirty work. But the police, they're good cop. I know many of these cops, and then I'm telling you with this video that I love you. I love you. Really, I do. I respect your job. I respect what you do, the sacrifice you put every day, the life you put, expose everything. I understand your work. Believe me, I have nothing against you. Nothing. Just you have to be more open and wise, because there's a lot of things going on, against the people. And some people like me knows what's going on. Okay, and try to protect themselves, right? And at this point, I said, I always do the best, to keep peace. And then I love the police, like I respect the uniform. Like I said, my family is veterans, come from veterans, so we always have uniforms in my family. And we really do honor our oath of office. We really do honorably, my family always, honorably served our country. And we believe that our country is a nation under God, and we do serve God, and we have no fear, because we know that Jesus Christ is our shepherd, and we are always confident that He's with us. So we serve Him. Right now, at this point, I'm gonna switch this the camera on the document. So I'm gonna go over with the document with you, and then you're gonna realize yourself. Because at this point, I want you to be my peers. Because, like I said, I cannot trust anybody anymore. They take over our courts. We have no anymore justice in the court. Not justice at all. They use all their way. They turn you around, whatever they want, what to do. You can present your case 100%. You're still not gonna make it. They're gonna So the law says their law, because they have different. There's two types of law. That's what I learned. One for them applies for them, and one applies for us. We always lose. We always lose, no matter what. Because listen, they are the officer of the court. They're committing the crime all the time. They do forgery. They do perjury. Nobody prosecute them. If you do something like that because you do by ignorance, no, the first thing they're gonna throw you right in jail. No, you have no excuse. They do, because their law is different from our law. So you think we are equally under the law? No, it's not true at all. There is two systems. This is clear. Two systems. I've been going through this. I'm risking my life for this, but I don't. No, I have no fear. Like I said, Jesus Christ is my shepherd, to whom I should be feared. I have to be strong in my faith, and that's where I am. Because at the end of the day, they can take my body, they can do whatever they wanted, but my spirit will live. They can never touch that. Okay, I'll leave you to the document right now. And I want you to be my peer. If you want to put a comment out there, please do so. Support this for me, because if I win this, we all win. We're gonna expose this. We all gonna win this. It's a win ticket for everybody, because we're gonna renew what's broke. We're gonna just fix it, like Trump is saying. Let's make America great again. How you do that? To make America great again, you have to have a justice, because the base of civilization is justice. When you have a justice, you have a peace, you have harmony. So if Donald Trump want to become a president, he wants to focus. It's not about money and business. No, it's about justice. Life, there have to be justice. Okay, a world without justice, it's a robbery. It's a world of robbery. I mean, there is no peace. Give it justice. I see how we'll change this. To give us the court, because the courts is really important. Give us back our courts, where we can go and get justice all the time. Okay. So that's would be my goal. If I could do something about this, I'm on it. Okay, so please watch my document, and at this point at the end of it, it's a little long, but I know my English is a broken English. Please bear with me. I'm sorry about that, but God wants me to be like this, so I'm here. I'm a citizen. I was born here. Okay, so but I'm here for you, right? No, watch my document. I'm gonna explain to you as they roll down, scroll down, and to see what is it. Okay, thank you. All right, what you see here is the documentation that I put these sheets on. Request to examine the act here to exhibit from 1 to 15. Okay, according to this attached to 1 to 7 here to exhibit, it is alleged that the Honorable Yolanda Ciccone have personally rendered an opinion and signed and sealed court orders as just as shows in this following. Now, Exhibit 1, alleged Ciccone opinions. Exhibit 2, alleged Ciccone order granting summary judgment. Exhibit 3, alleged Ciaccone's order imposing sanctions. Exhibit 4, for an alleged Ciccone order imposing sanction again. For Exhibit 5, an alleged Ciccone order to show cause. Exhibit 6, an alleged. So this one here is to what the opinion is. Over here we have the jury, whatever is going to be investigated. This one here, right now you are, as my peer. Here you are requested to examine this attached signature and so on is to prove the following. First, the attached exhibit from 1 to 6 are bogus forged document. Number 2, Judge Yolanda Ciccone signature in the attached exhibit from 1 to 6 are inconsistent with the official signature as the one of Yolanda Ciccone in others exhibit 13. Judge Yolanda Ciccone signature in the attached exhibit 1 to 6 are inconsistent with the real official signature of Yolanda Ciccone found in exhibit 7 to 15. The grant, this one here, this mark here, the grant stamp in the attached exhibit 2 and 3 and 6 are inconsistent with all the official document of Yolanda Ciccone found in exhibit 7 to 15. Yolanda Ciccone in her official court document does not use the grant stamp as proved in the exhibit 7 to 15. Okay, now let's go to the exhibit. Exhibit 1, we have the alleged January 16, 2015 opinion of Judge Ciccone. Okay, now we have to remember the date. This was supposed to be the final judgment, the dismissal of my case, and now we have this opinion here. This is, see this signature here, right here. Okay, this is doesn't look, this is not a signature of official signature of Yolanda Ciccone. You go down in exhibit 2. Exhibit 2, we have, see, when you see all of this capture names here, Thomas I. Gage and Warren Township Planning Board, S.D. Paolo, Warren LCL. So this is the document in regard to my case. So far we have this document up here, the number 1 with the signature here is not the Yolanda Ciccone. This card, this is supposed to be a granting or summary judgment, which they're talking about. It was supposed to be the 16, you know, the one we just talked about with the clerk office. And see the stamps here, grant here, here copy sent, all this grant here. Okay, this is all in this document. You find this. Okay, and it's a new, it's really rare. I mean, basically on the document of Yolanda Ciccone, she never does that. Okay, either if you see an example, see this 7 over here at the bottom here, 7 here. See 7 over here. Okay, see the 7 with the little stuff here. So they here again, the signature over here, the signature here, the Ciccone signature here. It's not the Ciccone signature, it's just for just signature. Again, here we got another stamps here, grant, right? There's now we go exhibit 3. Exhibit 3 is another, you know, on my allegedly my document papers here, imposing section procedure. You have the same document again with this grant stamps on it and the writing here. See again the 7 with the dash here, and another inconsistent forged signatures. Okay, so far this document are not been signed by Yolanda Ciccone, and they pretend to be the official signature that was supposed to dismiss my case. Exhibit 4. Exhibit 4, we have the same. Okay, now this is called amended order. Okay, so we had dismissed the case, was supposed to be dismissed. Okay, now we have a June 2014 order judge here. Same thing here. We go back here down. See, they put the numbers here, and then you go again. You get the same 7 here. Right, see the 7 here with a stick, and then you got this another alleged signature here, and all of it all inconsistent with other ones. And you got exhibit 5. Exhibit 5, we have an order of a show cause. Right, again we got this show cause, and we have on the bottom here we have the date of October 27. You can see the 7 here is a different 7, right? 2015, and you will see the signature over here. This is a forger signature. Okay, it's not Chaconi. And then I'll tell you, you're gonna see, realize when we go bottom. And this is the last exhibit in regard to my case, exhibit 6. You can see again Thomas. Yeah, it appears again the grant stamp here, right? And then you got the 27 here, different one, right? And then we got F5 here. We got this signature here again. It's not the Yolanda Chaconi. Now we got number exhibit 7. What we're gonna see exhibit 7 is a photo office of Yolanda Chaconi, okay, state judge, and her signature on the bottom. Okay, this is signature here clearly. It's nothing to do with the above signature that we saw in exhibit 1 to 6. This is the official signature of Yolanda Chaconi, how she signs their documents. Okay, right. So this is 1, exhibit 1. Exhibit 8, we have another one. This is somebody else, judge auto office, but she has the one who administrated the oath. So on the bottom here she signed it, see, and Yolanda Chaconi, right? So we got 2 exhibits so far. They are consistent. The signature doesn't really change. Exhibit 9, we have the County of Somerset, Geoffrey Di Soriano, a former prosecutor who has been fired recently by by our Governor Chris Christie. He's the one who created my false arrest. Okay, so probably I believe that the firing, he lost his job as a prosecutor because of creating the false arrest on myself. This is the one who's been covered up my submit the complaint about sleep out of war and corrupt development. And Mr. Soriano, the former prosecutor of Somerset County, concealed all my complaint. And this is the fact. He created my false arrest, my imprisonment, false imprisonment, and kidnapping, all that because of him. He lost his job. Here again, Yolanda Chaconi signature on the bottom here. You can see if with all this paper, they are consistent with the official signature, but there's nothing to do with my first 1 to 6 exhibit, which are the document that pretend to be lawfully and not forged in my case. Exhibit 12. Exhibit 12, we have another opinion from Yolanda Chaconi, March 12, 14. If you can see how she does opinions, and then the bottom of the opinions, she signed it, and then the signature is once again the same signature on the other one. So this is how she signed it. So how many times she have to sign a paper to confirm you that she signed, and are consistent with her? She never, the signature, they're all consistent, almost identical when she signs. Exhibit 11. Okay, we got the fax letter here with the touch opinion, I believe. It's from Yolanda Chaconi again. We got again, look at this, the signature here again. We got the same signature of Yolanda Chaconi, the same like from 7 to 15, they're all the same. Now we got exhibit 10. Exhibit 10, we got another document signed by Yolanda Chaconi, and you can see that you get the same, almost the same signature here, but there's you can see it is. Exhibit 13. Exhibit 13 has to do with my case here. Now this particular document is here below to the official signatures of Yolanda Chaconi, because she really signed this one. Now this one is to do with my case in order to grant the relief to litigant pursued to rule. Because this is the one I sued. This came when I sued them in a RICO case in the District Court of Delaware. Now she's retaliating, And she is signed this document, and what she signed here granted a summary judgment injunction against further litigation and for January 16, 2015. In this manner, of a good cause shown, order, judgment, and decree follow. Okay, this court find that determining that the plaintiff's Thomas I. Gage has violated litigated rights by violating paragraph 2 court and the summary judgment injunction against the further litigation entered in January 6, 2015. Thereafter, the litigation in this matter, by reason of this commercial an action in the United States District Court for the District Court of Delaware, Thomas I. Gage, and the Jersey Governor Chris Christie administration, which bearing doc number 15C00695 LDP, Gage X, and relief shall be afforded to the applicant for the violation. Now, she's sanctioned me because I brought the case, a lawsuit, a regular lawsuit in the District Court of Delaware, which she has no jurisdiction to do so. But she did with this paper here. You can see she did that, and then you got the number here. If you see the 7 here, it's nothing to do with the other 7 up the other one. So you can see she probably did this one here. And over here again, the 7 here, look at the 7. And also here, she put the signature. So she basically signed this paper. She signed the paper to this order to allow the defendant to relieve. By determining did file another case, I did exercise my First Amendment to in district court. Okay, this is completely illegal, unconstitutional. So this is what I want to bring to your attention. This is only one document in my entire case they were trying to sell me that all other people were signed by. This is the only one she did. And she did this after she been served and she was defended in the legal case. Now we got the number Exhibit 14. Exhibit 14, okay? Another Yolanda Ciccone here. They made 11 2015, and you can see again here the signature here are exactly then her official signature, how she signed the document. Exhibit 15, again another one. Okay, this is a little older, it's 2004 I think it was, and you can see the same signature. So if you compare, by comparing all this from 1 to 6, it's there to do with all the forged document, the document they pretend that there's final judgment, the document they pretend they can write to sanctions against me without a due process of law. So now I want to further show you this letter that comes from the administration office of the Court of New Jersey, the Superior Court, the State Court. This letter is response to a subpoena that I sent to Judge Yolanda Ciccone in regard to this case, in a pending case in federal court, so to produce an affidavit of facts that the court or the alleged court order and opinion that we are that used to be that I just went through with you were officially executed as signed strictly by her. All right. And that was the purpose of the subpoena, so that in fact comes as a court record. But what they did immediately, they sent to the she sent this subpoena to the administration office, so which they responded to me with this letter, and this letter says that they have to request the document from the clerk office, whatever it is. But the purpose of this the subpoena was to have the alleged judge to answer with the truth about the document. and she is a judge, and in this case she did not respond to the subpoena as I wanted. Then that shows me that she has no interest in justice, and because she doesn't have interest in justice, I don't believe she's supposed to be a judge, because judge should have interest in justice. So now this is obstruction of justice act, but so far they are getting away with everything. Like I said, there is two sets of law, one for them and one for us, and it's been proven with this. This is exactly the subpoena that I made, and this was answered by the attorney Thomas Russo from the staff of the Court of New Jersey administration. Okay, so this is what I'm going through. It shows that they are not willing to provide justice to me. Thank you for your patience. I know the tape has been long, and again, I'm sorry for my broken English, but I have to survive, and this is like I say, it's a win for me, it's a win for everybody out there. That I know there is a lot of you out there are victims like me, and that's a fact. So I hope that whatever is going to become a new president, they will focus on justice. It will focus on the court system and the judiciary system. It's important. It's relevant to our civilization. Thank you very much. Bye.